Hello everybody, CW here. Well, I made it to the range again, and I got my Oryx chassis, Weatherby Vanguard / Howa 1500, 6mm rim, all bolted in. Haven't made many changes yet. I did change the grip out. Gun should be all sighted in, but I want to run a couple of ladders with a couple of match bullet loads. I got a ladder here with H4350. And I got another ladder over here with some Varget. And I want to try some N165 next. I'm pretty sure I got some. I know I've got 160. I've got to look and see. I got some recommendations to try 165. So I'll try that next. These are 107 grain match monsters from Mid-South. Good looking bullet. Looks a lot like the Burger 108s. Hopefully they shoot as well. I've got a 5-round Magpul magazine we're going to be running. So far it's pretty smooth. I ran some dummies through it at home, so ran pretty slick. The only thing I've noticed with the chassis, and I've reseated it twice, is that it's the barrel doesn't seem to be perfectly centered in the chassis. I redid it again last night, and it's not a problem, but it doesn't look like it's perfectly centered to me. So I don't know, just a little bit anal. But I think I might bed this, because it does have a little bit of movement. Not front and back, it's solid, rock solid, but it's got a little movement side to side. If I loosen up the bolts, it'll swing back and forth a little bit. And I'm gonna shoot it first and see. I'm not gonna jump right into it. Don't fix what's not broke. But I'm thinking I might. I've been watching a few videos on guys that have bedded their chassis, and some say everybody says it's not required, but some say there is an advantage to it. So something I'm going to look into. All right, we're under a ceasefire. Got a guy downrange at 200 yards. There's a guy out there pulling 100-yard targets too. So once he gets back, you see him walking across down there. He's going out to 200. Once he gets back, I got the chronograph set up, and we got 2 loads. And I brought the RPR, and I brought the little 6 arc. So when this barrel's cooling down, we'll have something else to shoot, and we'll make a couple of videos today. Today happens to be a Friday, and it's a Georgia chat night. So if you're not watching our chats, shame on you. Georgia Shooting Connection, I'll try and remember to put a link in the description, but I'll probably forget by the time I get back there. And you're not going to be watching this on a Friday, most likely, so we'll see what happens. Maybe I can time it so it does happen on a Friday. But we're Friday nights at 8 o'clock on the Georgia Shooting Connection channel, and we talk about guns. We talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. We're driven by our chat, and you guys are part of the chat. So stop by and say hello. Love to have you stop by and join in. All right, everybody. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous day. A little bit breezy, but we're not shooting 22 groups. We're shooting big calibers, so hopefully it doesn't make as big a difference. Out there at 100, I noticed that my ribbon is not moving around too much. It's hanging pretty good. Now I say that, it's almost horizontal. But anyway, it's a gorgeous day. So let's get this finished setting up here and get to the shooting. All right, stand by. All right, the man is back. He's over in his car. We are ready to shoot some targets. I'm anxious to see what this can do. Good, I can get that in and out. These magazines are new to me. I never used these before. They work pretty well. bolt here, we'll pull our, there we go, and we are ready to go. And I forgot my, darn it, I got a binocular at home, one monocular. I wanted to bring it so I can see my chronograph there. I have such a hard time reading that chronograph. Oh, it lines up nice. Okay. Well, let's just send this at the big target right in the middle. See if it's going to shoot straight. It should. We'll just start right in the middle of the big orange target. Here we go. Yep, about an inch to the left. And I cannot read that velocity at all. But I'm alone, so I can go out there. So let me clear my gun. Let's see what we got. All right, 2855. Just a starting load. This is a 105 grain 6mm rem, federal brass, federal primers. Nothing fancy at all. Shot just to the left of where I was aiming. And let's see here if I can lower this down. Just a little bit. Oh yeah, that works good. Tighten it up so there's no movement. I like this grip a lot. All right, let's send one more. See how accurate it is. Here we go. Nice. Half an inch away from the last one. All right, we'll move up to the next. I'm going to put you in speedy mode, and I'll shoot, maybe I'll shoot 2 more loads. I don't want the barrel to get too hot. And we'll come back, let it cool, and go through the whole process. Stand by. Okay, there was 4 loads. 4 loads, we got 3 left. This was Varget. And although the primers are starting to get a little bit flat, everything else seems fine. Velocity is still on the low side. I believe that says 2850. And that's pretty low. We should be topping out closer to 3,000. But that last group that I just fired was pretty good. Two bullets in one egg-shaped hole and one about a half an inch away. So that'll be just over half an inch. And we're going to set this down and let it cool and play around with the 22 a little bit. I'll bring you back when we're on to the next. Okay, walking up here to 100. This is for the 6mm rem. Let's put it on the target here. Hard writing like this. It's like a kindergartner. And this was load number 1. And this was load number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to have to remember velocities. I want to say this just hit 29. Yeah, this just hit 29. And this was Varget. Okay, first group. Not great. 1.25 inches. Second group, not great. 1.5 inches. Third group, pretty darn good. Tightened right up, 1, 2, 3. Fourth group, 1, 2, 3, inside an inch. Really good. Fifth group, I think it's 3. 1, 2, 3. Not too good. It started to open up. I think that's the last one. I don't think there's 2 here. But the last group, 1, 2, 3. That's darn good. But it's slow, 2,900. I should be 100 feet per second faster. But Varget, I didn't expect top velocities out of it. So we're going to try H4350, and we're going to try it up here. And this one's going to be up here. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And this is going to be H4350. So we're going to do this. For our target. Okay. Here we go. And when I started out with the 6 rem, I just put 2 there. That was actually the starting load for this Varget, to check 0 to make sure they'd be on target. And those were those 2. So that's inside an inch, but it's only 2 shots. All right, let's go back and shoot the rest. Okay. Some pretty good, some really good, some just so-so. Here's our starting load. Just over 1.25 inches, just 1 1/8 inches. Next one, really good, sub-inch. Next one, about 1 inch, a little over. This one, really good. That's under 1/2 inch. 5 is right about at 1 inch. This is about 1.5 inches. And then I ran out of paper, so I went down here. And this one here is just about 1 inch. This one here is about 1.25 inches, maybe 3/8. And this one here is our top load. This one was just about 1 inch as well. This one I know was about 30-40. This one here was just over 3,000. And I think this one was just right at, just under. So really pretty good. Really pretty good. The chassis is shooting as good as the stock did. Nothing really better, although, you know, I have to really look, but that's a really good group. So overall, I'm happy. I'll shoot some more and we'll see what we get. All right, God bless everybody. Beautiful day here. GW, ow!